Hello everyone and welcome to the 30s. Okay, makeup wise, in the 30s, ivories and creams were really in again, like it was in the 20s. So I'm just going to use a MAC Face and Body Foundation in N1, which is about 2 shades lighter than what my natural skin tone is. And just apply that all over. Next up, I'm going to set my makeup with the MAC Mineral Skin Finish in Light. Okay, next I'm moving on to my eye makeup, doing one eye, and I'll be back. Okay, so the eyebrows back then were either plucked really thin or shaved off entirely, which I'm obviously not going to do because I like my eyebrows. And then they were drawn on with an eyebrow pencil and really, really thinly and extended outwards to the temple area. If you want to do this properly, you obviously would have to cover up your eyebrows. So now I'm going to mix a little bit of that reddish brown and the gold. And while I'm applying this on my entire lid, I'm going to talk about what they actually used to do with the eyeshadows back in the 30s. Back then they used quite a few different shades, which kind of stretched over blue, bright violet, green, brown, and like orchid. And blonde people preferred blue, green, or bright violet eyelid shadows. Brunettes used more brownish and greasy paint with faint purple. For an evening look, they used bright, shimmery eyelid shadows and they applied that over the entire lid up to the eyebrow. And a darker eyeshadow like a brown or black was used in the crease of the upper lid and then slightly smudged to create like a deep set effect. In the 20s, it was a lot heavier, the makeup. Now in the 30s, they're going more into color and a little bit more natural, even though it's still deep set. For like a daytime look, they actually use petroleum jelly without any eyelid shades, not just for the day, and they applied that over the upper eyelids to match the shiny eyebrows, which you will see in a second. Now as you can see, we are up to the brown from the Coastal Sands palette, and I'm just putting that in my crease, and I just build it up pretty much. I just have a look and blend it in between and build it up more and blend it in between. Now I'm going back to the gold, and this time I'm going to mix it with the silver, and I'm going right over the established crease basically, just to give it that more nighttime shimmery effect. Now any color that might look a bit muddy or that I've lost, I'm going to redefine again with the brown to make it look more deep set. Now we have talked about the petroleum jelly before, which I'm not going to put on my eyebrows, but I'm actually going to use a lip gloss. Just a white lip gloss, which I'm putting on my eyebrows as well as smudging it slightly underneath. This was done back then. They had really shiny eyes and really sparkly eyes when they went out at night. Everything was just shiny and sparkly. And now I'm just using a white eyeliner and line my bottom waterline. And now I'm going to curl my lashes. And we're putting on fakies, of course, which was done back then. It was like the 30s where the lashes really came into fashion. Apply mascara to blend it in. Now prepare your lips for the lipstick. So get a pencil and draw it like so. The mouth should have very full lips up the top. Actually extend them out above your natural lip line and have like an elongated bow that rounds and flares at the corners. That kind of mouth was actually called the rosebud mouth or the bird mouth or Crawford smear or cruller. Really, really weird names. But anyway, the most popular lipstick colors back then were rose and raspberry tones and Chinese red and oranges. And later, in the late 30s, they were primarily bright red tones. I'm now actually putting another orange lipstick on top of the pinky one, just to make it a bit more coral. Okay, cheek color was very, very light pink, if any at all. It was very natural. And later, from like the mid to the late 30s, more raspberry shades and yellow, reds and purples were more fashionable. Also, the idea of wearing makeup to match your clothes and not your skin tone was also born. I didn't know that until I searched online. There you go. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this little 30s video, and I'll be back with the 40s. I see you then. Bye bye.